NIO is much more than just a car company, and we found some more exciting details in a recent interview that we want to share with you about NIO's progress. So sit tight and stay tuned. We're going to talk about NIO Life, e-commerce, and what it means for NIO's valuation in the future. For starters, let's have a look at the meeting Credit Suisse had with the CFO of NIO. So Credit Suisse has a price target of around $83 for NIO shares. This was established at the beginning of January, so it's quite recent. What we really loved to see was that he mentioned that NIO is very confident and that in the end, investors will find that NIO's NAD, that's the autonomous driving subscription that NIO was going to publish with a new platform, must be the most advanced among Chinese automakers. Well, 2021 was quite a disappointing year to investors. However, following the remarks by NIO's CFO, we're confident 2022 is going to be a big year for the company. So what's behind the exuberant take? Well, first of all, in 2022, there should be 3 new vehicle model launches, and amongst them the higher volume, lower priced ET5 sedan. Deliveries of the ET5 are expected to commence in September of 2022. The company will start order confirmation of the ET7, which is the luxury sedan, in January and start deliveries at the end of March. The third planned model for 2022 is still not unveiled. Generally, NIO has a solid product lineup for 2022, which should help boost its sales. The focus on growth also means an expansion to current capacity. We anticipate production rates to significantly increase by the end of 2022. NIO has grown significantly over the years, and the company has solid plans for the coming years. However, the company faces tremendous competition from EV startups as well as legacy car companies. NIO's quality products, cutting-edge technology, and a strong network of swapping and charging stations could give it an edge over the competition. Some attractive technology features of the recently unveiled ET5 include a digital cockpit with AR and VR technologies, a monthly subscription for autonomous driving updates, and various battery options from a 75 kilowatt-hour standard range battery to a 150 kilowatt-hour battery, which can offer a rated range of 620 miles. NIO has also set its sights on global expansion. The company has already set up shop in EV-friendly Norway, with Germany next, and further European hubs are planned for next year. We think Sweden, the Netherlands, France, and the UK are all on the list of near-future destinations for NIO. There should also be new tech launches and the introduction of a 150 kilowatt-hour solid-state battery. And on the battery swap station front, there are already close to 700 installed in China, with the current deployment rate of around 200 per quarter. Through 2023, the company is targeting 3,000 Chinese stations. It's also aiming to have 20 stations in Norway this year and expects to reach 1,000 stations overseas by the end of 2023. NIO's innovative battery-as-a-service model allows its users to swap batteries of their EVs with new ones at any of the company's 700 battery swapping stations. Users can swap their discharged batteries quickly if they're short of time to recharge them. Alternatively, they may choose to swap a battery and go for a bigger or smaller pack depending on their specific need. Among Chinese pure-play EV companies, NIO is a top player both in terms of revenue and revenue growth. Over the long term, NIO believes that a 50-50 China overseas revenue split is a reasonable objective, while the company is also targeting long-term vehicle gross margins of 25%. We believe key drivers to its gross margin target will be achieving volume ramp at its NIO Park facility, which should add additional capacity, as well as a successful global ramp. There are many interesting bits about NIO production: the factory, the plans, the gross margins, and so on. So what is the spending average for NIO users on NIO Life goods purchases? Well, it's between $600 and $800 per year, according to the CFO. Now, these details are super interesting because we don't get to hear about that during the earnings call, and NIO doesn't report it separately. Like how many goods they're selling, how well the e-commerce is progressing, and so on. And so far, we can only make assumptions about that. Okay, now let's talk about the NIO app. We don't get regular news about the app users, but just recently they had a slide come out where it shows that they have close to 1 million new users that they acquired during 2021. This is like 10 times the number of users that they've acquired in terms of car sales. For every car sold statistically, they're generating 10 users in the app. In the app, of course, users can buy some of the goods that are listed there. They range from different lifestyle goods, and some of them are designed and made by NIO, but others are in collaboration. Or they allow brands and merchants to access the stores in order to start selling products to those NIO users that are usually quite wealthy and upgrading their consumption, meaning buy more quality and premium goods. So what does it mean for the valuation? We think that till 2025, NIO could actually get close to 40 million users on their app just based on how we think the fleet is going to grow and how this app user fleet ratio will actually go along. Also, this would result in close to $4 billion in revenues because we actually think that these average sales per user can actually increase. Now, 2022 promises to be a challenging year for NIO and the overall EV industry. If you think the competition was intense in 2021, it's about to get a lot more intense. The year behind us saw the rise of many EV startups like Chinese-owned XPeng and Li Auto. More recently, we saw Amazon-backed Rivian make its market debut. And there will be a lot more challenges this year. The other main challenges in 2022 will be supply constraints and margin suppression due to the increased cost of goods. The most obvious case of this is lithium, which is needed to make batteries. Some analysts believe that this could be a challenge moving forward, and lithium is not the only component that could be in short supply. Most industries around the world are also competing for semiconductors. NIO will also have to battle with regulatory challenges from China, and its share price may still be burdened by the fear of the CCP narrative. Despite all these challenges, I still think 2022 is going to be a very good year for EVs and NIO in particular. Chinese officials have stated that they will not be banning the VIE structure, and the Chinese government has also lifted limitations on foreign investment in auto manufacturing. This will be a helping hand to NIO and its Chinese peers, but NIO still has better prospects than the others in 2022, and one of the reasons also relates to regulation. You see, China will be reducing EV subsidies by 30% in 2022. These subsidies apply to vehicles priced under $42,000. The thing is, NIO's cars are generally more expensive than this, as they are high-end. This subsidy reduction will effectively render NIO's cars more competitive with its lower-priced peers. NIO's presence in the Chinese market and its connection with the government will also be a major factor in 2022. During the pandemic, NIO received $1.4 billion in aid from the government. Specifically, the government of Hefei offered NIO this cash injection in return for setting up shop in their city. Furthermore, consider that NIO's cars are currently produced by JAC Motors, a government-controlled entity. Yes, Tesla still dominates in China, but it's a foreign company, and the Chinese won't necessarily keep helping Musk. What if lithium, most of which China controls, runs low? Who do you think will be first in line to get it? That's what makes the difference. NIO is set to have a year of growth and revenue increase. Well, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Let us know what you think via the comment section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.